If you've ever gazed into the big, soulful eyes of a lemur, you may have wondered why they're so large. Are they an adaptation to help them see predators in the trees? Do they help the lemurs communicate with each other? Or is there another reason entirely? Hi, and welcome to Life Noggin. Today, we're going to find out why lemurs have big eyes. Now, when it comes to the animal kingdom, there's a reason we humans have two eyes on the front of our head. Having them close together gives us binocular vision, meaning we can judge distances more accurately and see objects in 3D. This is very helpful for tasks like catching prey or, throwing your dinner into a lion's cage at the zoo. But it does come at a cost. Because our eyes face forward, we can't really see much of what's behind us unless we turn our heads. And that leaves us vulnerable to predators, especially when we're little babies with poor eyesight and even worse survival instincts. So some animals like horses and deer have evolved to have eyes on the sides of their head. This gives them a wider field of view, which helps them spot predators coming from almost any direction. Of course, this comes at the cost of depth perception because their eyes are in position to give them binocular vision. So animals that rely on speed to get away from predators like horses and antelopes judge distances as well. This makes it harder for them to navigate narrow spaces or avoid obstacles while running, which could explain why they often run smack into things like trees. But lemurs aren't fast like gazelles, and they don't really climb like, most primates. So why do they have forward-facing eyes? Well, lemurs do have binocular vision, but it might not be for the reason you think. You see, lemurs are nocturnal, which means they're active at night, and animals that are active when they're not much light around need big eyes to see well in the dark. Binocular vision is great for seeing in low light conditions, because having two eyes that face forward means there's less glare. And if their eyes are bigger, they can let in even more light. Now, lemurs aren't the only animals with big eyes that are active during the day. Owls also have big eyes adapted for seeing in low light conditions, but their eyes are more like ours in that they face forward. The difference between them and lemur eyes is how much they can move them. You see, the placement of an animal's eyes on its head tells us how much it can move them. Eyes that face forward but can move side to side, like ours, allow us to look directly at something in front of us or focus on something off to the side. Eyes that are on the top of an animal's head can move up and down as well as side to side, like a chameleon. And eyes that are on the sides of an animal's head can move pretty much anywhere, like a goldfish. So, because lemurs can't move their eyes up and down or side to side, they probably face forward. This way, they wouldn't run into things while they're busy looking for food after dark. But lemurs do live in trees, so maybe having binocular vision just makes it easier for them to climb around. Well, not exactly. You see, climbing isn't really about judging distances. It's more about balance and coordination. And while binocular vision might help with that, it's not necessary. After all, we can easily measure the distance between tree branches without binocular vision. We just need a tape measure and a ladder. So the reason lemurs have big eyes is simply because they're active at night, and their eyes are positioned the way they are for the same reason. Lemurs and owls both hunt at night, but their ancestors had different lifestyles. That's why their eyes evolved differently. And that is why we have eyes on the front of our heads so we can pass our popcorn to our friends at the movies. So, what should we talk about next? Please let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. See ya!